Yo, welcome guys, welcome. Hope everyone's good. Okay, let's get straight into this, okay? We're here guys, we're ready to smash the session. How's everyone's day been so far, guys? If you've been trading Asia, you've had a bit of what we've had this week, a bit of a range for once. Asia's literally done what we've had a range like this in one session at least each day for the past 3 weeks. So it's good to see Asia finally range, but let's delete this. Let me go through the chat in a second, guys. Let me bring the chat up. Welcome everybody, welcome. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, let me get the chat up, guys. How many's in right now? Got 10 in right now, guys. Good stuff. Joe, welcome. Boss Wave, welcome, bro. D Bono, good to see you, mate. Nick, good stuff. I'll get through their messages in a second, Nick. Yo, Chris, how's it going, bro? Welcome, guys. King Anton, how's it going, bro? Welcome. Yo, Musa's here. Good stuff. Anton, send me your trades for this week. You know, guys, any community members here, okay. If you really want me to understand where you're going wrong, look at the live trades. Look at the live trades channel. Look at how I journal my positions. Okay? I'm profitable and I'm journaling my trades like that. Okay? I don't need to do that. Look at the live trades. I don't need to put so much detail into my journal trades, but I do, because I like to know what I'm taking. I like to look at the chart, I like to look at the screenshot, and I like to know exactly what I'm seeing at the time. Okay, that live trade section, do exactly that, okay? And send it to me. Send me your journal. I'll have a look at it with you. We can jump on a call, we can have a look at your journal. I've done it with a few others. We can break down for 20 minutes the trades you took like for the last month. And we can go, this is good because of this reason, this is bad because of this reason, okay? That's how you improve. Understanding what you're doing wrong quickly and implementing things to improve, okay? Like, it's all good saying this and that. I don't know what's happening this week. I don't know what's happening this week because I can't see your trades, okay? Like I say, I could be one of them who goes, all good guys, don't worry about it. Just keep going and you'll get it. No, but I'm not going to say that because I'm real. I'm a real trader. I've been through it all. Send me your positions. Like, you know, send me your trades. I'm not just going to sugarcoat you and say, no, everything's good. You're doing everything perfectly right. No, I'm not going to say that. It's like, if you work and you're taking trades at work, you don't need to journal at work because you haven't got time. Just screenshot your position, or if you're taking it on a laptop, just screenshot it there, take a picture of it really quickly, or just write down on your break or something what time it was if you haven't got much time. I know most people can trade at work and can trade from home, but if you can't, just screenshot it, find the time, and then do it at home. It literally takes like 2 minutes. Yo, Darren, Naz, welcome. Darren's here, Naz is here. Mark, welcome. Nancy, how's it going? Thanks, bro. No worries, Anton, bro. Anytime. Like I say, guys, any community members, literally every 2 weeks, just journal your positions. It helps so much understanding what you're doing wrong. Like, look how I journal them and look how I annotate my drawings, okay? I'll do an arrow like this saying, oh, liquidity grab. Then I'll put an arrow here saying, oh, closure. And it allows you to see if you had all the concepts to take a trade. You know? Liquidity, you can just put there, liquidity, okay? It helps so much, and it helps me too, because, you know, someone comes up to me and goes, oh, Joe, I took 2 losses. I'm like, okay, what losses did you take? And they go, oh, I don't know. I'm like, come on, that's not going to help me. I can't do anything with that information. You could have taken a long from all-time high up here, And you could have said, "Oh, Joe, it's just not worth." I'm like, "Come on, man. You're taking longs from all-time highs. Obviously, you're going to be taking losses." Oh my god, never seen the live trades channel on the community before. Yeah, there's so many guys. There's so many. People don't realize there's so many channels. It's not just the gold chats. It's not just the chats. You've got the course. You've got the webinars. You've got the trade breakdowns, the market calls, the trading webinars, Zoom recordings, questions answered, trade setups, live trades. There's like 30 channels. But yeah, guys, let's get straight into it. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. Go and start journaling and screenshot each trade to keep accountable. Stop taking risky trades. Yeah, good stuff, Darren. That's it, mate. It's what I like to hear. And like I say, guys, send them to me. Don't think you can't send me your trades. Win, loss, send them me. No, we're in the game of losing. Like, I don't shy away from losses. If I take a loss, I take a loss. It is what it is. Like, I don't care about it. Could be a slow one again due to news. Got to be paid. Exactly, Naz. You've literally got it. I love Naz's patience. You know, even though he sits at the chart for most of the day, I know he works, but he sits at the chart for most of the day. He's still got patience. Like, he's not taking entries that he doesn't like. It's what I like to see. Right, but guys, anyway, for me, gold. Let's have a look at the daily really quickly. Gold daily, very bullish. As you can see, we're literally at all-time highs. Not at the highest point, but we're trading at all-time highs, guys. Okay, daily. Simple analysis on the daily here. Exactly what I said. You know, I literally said this on Tuesday and Wednesday. Both days, I said we've got an inside candle here. What are we likely to do? Sweep and continue higher. And look at that. What a push. When we was trading like here at 40s, I said because you've now engulfed, now you're engulfing this inside candle, you're likely to push higher. And you can see that price has literally pushed 1,800 ticks since. So yeah. Oh yeah, 1 second, guys. Let me just go through. Nick sent a message before. It's the new safe haven. Normally it follows everything else in liquidity event for rallies. This time markets are dynamic, always changing during. Yeah, 100%. Gold is a safe haven. You know, when any sort of war news, tariffs, etc., gold pushes. You know, investors see it as a safe haven to put the money, especially when you've got uncertain times like now. Oh, no, it's been long since 2200. Good stuff, Nick, man. I'm a swing trader with the emphasis on trends. Yeah, good stuff. Good work, Nick. Good work. All right, let's get through this analysis. I'm going to break down gold in a second, guys. 3 minutes and then the new 15. We've got time. All good. This weekend I'm going to be spent watching all the channels, Darren. Good stuff, mate. That's it. That's what they're there for, guys. Like, people think that you need to be trading all the time. There's so many different things you can be doing. You know, 1 to 2 trades a day is all you need. Sit on your hands. Wait for your 1 to 2 trades. If it comes in your session, take the trades. You know, when you're waiting for entries, there's other things that you can be doing. You know, look at the content that we've got. Look at the education, journal, back test, forward test. Gonna drive you mad with all my screenshots. I need to get this right. Yeah, you can just send me your screenshots, all good. Like I say, if you're taking 2 to 3 trades a day, you know, 10 to 15 trades a week, there's not that many. You shouldn't be taking more than 4 or 5 trades a day. That's crazy to me. I don't care what strategy you're trading. You don't need to be taking more than 4 to 5 trades a day. I can't remember the last time I took 4 trades. I have taken it recently. You know, maybe like 3 months ago, but within the last 3 months, but I can't remember when it was. Since the past 2 days, there's no reason for it. 2 a.m. today, just ranged. You know, Asia's been nice and volatile recently. The Asian session, you know, with the China tariffs and stuff. Asia's been pushing. But there's no reason for it. Like I say, I don't look at what happened. I look at what's in my session. It's good to see, like, if you see a range in Asia, you know, if you do see a range in Asia, you're likely to have a push in US and London, but I don't look at it too much. I just trade what I have in front of me, okay? But, guys, what I'm watching for now, we have created some resistance here, and it's not super clear to the left. It's not super clear to the left, but we have rejected recently here. Can you see? Rejection, support, resistance. You can see that we've got a level here on gold. So my plan for today, okay, my plan for today is closes and buys into this double top. We haven't got much room. We haven't got much room, but that doesn't matter. Gold isn't likely to just hit all-time highs and then reverse. You're likely to push like 20 to 30 ticks above it before you take liquidity. So for me, I can just use these highs as first targets, okay? So even if we get above and we close here, I'll just take that little push into them highs. You know, that's 40 ticks. That's 40 ticks to look to trade into. So for me, if I can catch that 40 ticks today before news, like Naz already said, we've got big news today. You're likely to see a range on gold. And yeah, you are. But let's see what happens in this session. If we do get closes back above this level, I'm going to be looking for longs. Okay. I don't like how we've rejected it three 15-minute candles. Look. 1, 2, 3 candles failed to close above. Okay. In terms of sells, like I say, keep in mind, gold is very, very bullish today, guys. Gold's very, very bullish. I'm personally going to be using this range here for now. Okay. Okay. Personally going to be using this big range here. You could have sells below something like here. But keep in mind that if you have sells below there, you're coming literally into a big level here. This here is a big level. And I saw this morning, I saw a few try shorting here. And it's not bad. It's not a bad short. You've taken liquidity. You've closed bearish. The problem is you've just come into a level. So you're likely to see a push higher before a push down. And that's why I always use the most higher probability levels. If there's, for me, if I've got a range, let's say this is my range that I'm using, okay? And just above my buy range, just above my buy level, I've got a level here. What level do I use? I simply just delete this one and use this one. Because this is the most high probability level. I'm not risking price coming into this level. You know, breaking above, me entering and then reversing on me. Like here, you've got a level. Like in this example, you've got a level here, but you've also got structure here that's quite decent. So I'm just deleting that and using this. Are there any settings that would increase my stop loss automatically? For example, if I'm up $100, can stop loss to 20. If I'm up 200, then stop to 40. I don't think there's anything automatically that can do that, mate. What program are you using? Top Step? Are you using Top Step or MT5? Are you using Project X or MT5? What yeah, what are you using to execute? So what are we up this week, guys? This week we are up 1.4k times 2, 2.8k. And then on Top Step, we are up across the accounts. Let's have a look. 2.6k. So we're up 5k this week, guys. It's been a 5k week. So we've made $5,000. And we've got 2.7k with Alpha Capital. So we've got 7.7k this week with, you know, that was Monday to Wednesday as well. I had a break even yesterday. And that's the thing, guys. Look at gold yesterday. Look at the push we had on gold. Look. Yesterday on gold, we pushed. Look at that. 970 ticks. I had one break-even trade. Am I trying to FOMO, revenge trade my break-even? try entering stupid positions. Am I trying to do it on this move? No. I'm not trying to catch invalid trades all the way up. Even though it's pushing, I'm just not doing it. Because that's not what got me to where I am today. Project X, DK. Yeah, Project X is fine. I don't think there's that option to do it. There might be. Like I said, they're always bringing out new things for you to do. But like I say, is it hot? Are you struggling to manage? Are you struggling to manage your position? Yo, Q-Blizz, how's it going, bro? Welcome, Matt. But yeah, this month's been crazy. This month's been crazy. Let's see what Gold's doing here. Yes, guys, let's smash a like on the video. Are we gonna smash 20 likes this stream? Let's smash the like button if you're in, guys. Yeah, this was a clean range. I was looking personally. I was looking at longing gold above this level here. I was looking at longing gold here. The reason I didn't is because we didn't have a flip. Okay. That is why flips. That's why buy stops and sell stops, when you're trading momentum, especially on gold, when you're trading momentum and volume, okay, buy stops and sell stops will save you so much, okay? Because look, you break out of this level here, you have a nice clean breakout, you've got your liquidity grab, you've got a closure above. If you're looking to buy on the flip of the next candle, okay, if you're looking to buy on the flip of the next candle, let's say you put your buy stop in as the next candle flips, look what happens. Price instantly pushes down, okay? Instantly pushes down 100 ticks. What's not happened here? Price hasn't flipped and broke higher. Because price hasn't flipped and pushed higher, you're not executed into this trade. What is this now? This is just a fake out, okay? So using buy stops and sell stops on breakouts with volume, it prevents you from getting faked out and it prevents you from taking silly losses, you know? It prevents big drawdown. Anybody who market executed as soon as we broke out is in 100 ticks drawdown. And that's what we prevent, okay? I've blown 3 accounts trading $10 per tick since I switched to micro gold. 3 contracts or 2. I'm up 15 in 3 days. Nice. DK, good stuff, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep what you're doing. If you're doing good with that, that's fine. There's no need to be switching up. Yeah, I like this range. I like this range. I'm going to see how we break out of here. This is a good level. And that's another thing, guys. Another thing to take away from the stream is stop switching up so quickly. You know, trust the process. Trust the process, guys. Like, so many people will take one, and I was the same, and if I could tell myself to not do it, I wish I could, but don't take 1 or 2 losses and think that you're doing something wrong. No. Journal it. Understand what you're doing correctly. It was a valid position. Don't look to do something differently. Like, if I take a loss, I don't instantly think that I've done something wrong. Like, no, it's just probabilities. It's just distribution of trades. Like, even on every 10 trades, you're going to take 3 losses. That is just the time you take a loss. I'm not here trying to find out exactly what I did wrong. I might not have done something wrong. It might have been perfectly to the plan. It's just, it didn't work out this time. Okay? You're not like a robot who can get it right every single time. I feel like $10 per tick can reach 200 stuff in life. Yeah, it can. It can. It depends. DK, what sort of What sort of strategy are you trading there? Because for me, I'm trading momentum, and for me, like, let me show you an example. Like here, look at this push here, perfect. I'm trading this sort of momentum here. Look, that's actually a beautiful entry on the 15, if anybody caught it in Asia. You know, you've taken liquidity. I'm trading momentum, so I don't need my stop all the way down here. Because if momentum and there's volume, price shouldn't get anywhere down here. You know, it shouldn't even get anywhere near the liquidity grab low. You know, if the volume's there to push higher, it shouldn't have to go lower than here. Okay, so for me, having a strategy where I can use like a 20 to 30 tick stop loss is fine. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We've got 20 in right now. Good stuff, guys. Let's see. If you've got any questions, please let me know. If you want me to have a look at any other charts, let's have a look at NQ, guys. Let's have a look at NQ. Yeah, this is simple analysis today on NQ, guys. Clean range there. What's the... Oh, look at that for an entry. Did it hit stop loss? Ooh, what a runner. Look at that for a runner, guys. That trade that we marked up the other day, look at the runner. That's like a 40 to 1. That was the entry there. That's where it pushed down to. Insane. What a trade. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much on NQ today, though. Nothing's really... Gold's got a cleaner range for sure. Right, I need to update these levels really quickly. What a runner, yeah. Insane, yeah. But yeah, been, for me personally, has the conditions been more tough today? I think so. This week, yeah, I would say. You know, higher volume, you know, higher volume results in, you know, more likely to get that quick stop loss before taking a push higher. But are we up? Yeah, we're up over 160. Personally, up over 160 ticks. You know, across 4 or 5 accounts, works out about 7.7k or something. Been a good week. And I haven't done anything different. I haven't changed anything. All I've done is taken 1 to 2 trades a day. Like we mentioned yesterday, guys, okay? I literally mentioned this to everyone yesterday. I said, trade 1 and trade 2. Because you're fresh mind, trade 1 and trade 2 are likely to be to the plan. Okay? You know, you get to trade 3. You know, if you take a break even on 1 and a little loss on 2, you're not likely to be going in looking for that highest probability entry on trade 3. You just won't be. And that's why I say stick to 1 to 2 trades per day. You know, if you want to push another one, you can do. 3's fine, but don't be going to like 4 and 5, because when you get to 5, your head will be gone. You'll be, you know, you won't be trading exactly like you were when you were trading at trade 1. Okay? NQ's clean. NQ's clean, but be ready to get like chopped about. Like be prepared to take a few, like maybe a quick stop loss before you can put your entry in again and take a nice win. It happens a lot. How do you determine the current push? Oh, one sec. How many candles should the liquidity grab be max? Do you mean the liquidity grab then closure? Do you mean that? The liquidity grab then closure? I say 4 personally. Just type in what you want to search, Nancy. Just type in and you'll be fine. Yeah, no, they might not use a Wanda, but they'll just use something else. Just literally type in what you want. Like, if you want gold, and you've got gold. You know, you've got GC for futures. S&P, SP. Look, you can see, just type indices and they all come up. There's loads of different providers. Yeah, we could get a decent breakout here. Don't want to be buying on this level, really, though. If we get a bottom wick here, I'll get in a buy. Plus at all-time highs, yeah, it's annoying. Is at all-time. Look at that. I wanted some buys then. If gold can give us a decent bottom wick, like here, 20, 30 ticks, and then flip higher, I'll take a buy. I need it to push down a little bit, because then if it re-breaks these highs, it could push higher. But it's literally just instantly pushed up. Like 15 ticks. How do you determine the current push has volume? The way that I determine if it's going to have volume or not is waiting for price to push down, having a buy stop here, and then if it flips bullish, it shouldn't have to push back down. If the volume's there, it shouldn't have to come and push back down, okay? Like, look at that. There's no way to get an entry there for me, unfortunately. That's something that I'd like to have taken, though. If anybody's in this, you want to be managing your risk here. You're 30 ticks up, guys. Yeah, you'd be break even on that. How many ticks would you have pushed? Look at that. You've got 25 ticks there in literally a minute. There's just no entry. That it is what it is. I'm not trying to force a trade here, because look what's happened. I'd be in drawdown. I'm not trying to force a trade here or here, because look, we're in drawdown. Yeah, it wasn't the strongest close, to be fair, Naz. I'm just going to sit on my hands. Wait for the 30 to close. 5-minute confirmation too. See if I can get some 5-minute confirmation. Like I say, we're above. If we get the closure above the level, which we have done for me, where's your range? 22.12. 0.8. That's why. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a strong level too. If I see some confirmation above the level, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for some confirmation. If we can get like a little candle grab, bullish closure, I'll long. Had my eye on that, but the bottom wick was... Yeah, same for me. Same for me. I wanted to get a long if we flipped bullish, but it instantly pushed up. Look at that now, rejecting the level. Patience pays, guys. Like I said, that is exactly why I don't force positions. If I don't catch it, so what? I don't care. Like, anybody trying to catch trades here, what's happened? Sorry. You've taken a loss. And then you'll get someone on TikTok messaging me saying, I took a loss up here. I'm like, why are you entering up here? Stop entering here. Like, that's just pure FOMO. Yeah, that's exactly it, Naz. Retail traders be buying here. You know, stops below the level, thinking that they're going to have this all-time high push. Nope. What's going to happen? You're going to sweep these lows, take these lows before the push higher. But this is a strong level now to get above. This level here is a good level to close above. If we reject, which we look like we are going to do, this could be a level to buy back above now. So yeah, good patience. This is all I do. I just stay patient. I have my sessions, 2 to 3 hours in London, 2 to 3 hours in New York. If I find a trade, great, I execute. If I don't, so what? Like, this was an opportunity, but I just didn't take it. If you did, you made like 30 ticks. Also, guys, it's the last day of the 50% off with top one funding. You know, instant funding, you've got 50% off. If you don't want to pay the activation fee, you don't want to take the challenge, instantly get to funded. Use this link. Use code JTC, which I've just put in the chat, and you get 50% off all challenges. No activation fees, no challenge if you do the instant like I've done. And yeah, this week on the instant funded, so far I've made 2.8k across 2 accounts. And it's the last day today, guys, by the way. Yeah, I'm watching this 15 close now. If this 15 close is bullish, I'm taking longs. Straight to making money on them as well. Like, you buy it, you're straight to making money. Especially with the rules that they have for now. They've got very good rules for now, just to get some users, my guess is. So, you know, utilize it whilst they're there. You know, there's literally like 2 rules for a payout. 20% rule and wait 2 weeks. That's it. But like I say, that's what I've done, guys. You don't do your own research. I might cop another tonight and have it in the background. Let's have a look at Naz, guys. Ooh, look at Naz here. Look at Naz. I like this level. Look at this. Coming into this level, if you look at the 4 hourly, look what the 4 hourly did. The 4 hourly is bullish, breaking. You'd expect this to continue up. However, this is a big level. I'd like to see how this 30-minute closes. Look, resistance, support. If you get some sort of bullish close here, you're potentially going to push into these highs. That's why we wait. You know, a lot of retail are seeing this and they're going long, not waiting. They're having the stops on the lows, looking for the push higher. One sec, looking for the push higher. And them not waiting gives them the chance to just get stopped out instantly. We wait, see what price does. Oh, here we go. Are we going to get that 15 entry instead? 6 minutes to wait here, guys. We could get a 15-minute entry. Okay. Yo, boss, how's it going, bro? I'm waiting for this 15 to close. We could get some 15-minute entries here. 6 minutes. Let's see what gold wants to do. If it's going to go and push in 6 minutes, 45 ticks, which it could definitely do in a minute. We'll see. I'm waiting for this 15 to get an entry on. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I like the 15. Swept liquidity. Closing bullish. Get a nice close around here. Are we looking to take the next candle higher? Okay. Can I look at NAS? Yeah, I'll have a look at NAS. I'm liking this closure here. I've just gone through that now. I'm liking this strong closure at this level. You could see a decent push higher into some liquidity if it closes bullish on the 15. But my attention, you know, we're at a big level here on NAS. Rejecting the level, sweeping liquidity, you could push higher. But my overall energy is on this closure here on the 15. Come on, gold. Don't sweep that liquidity without me. See, that long's playing out. Big stop loss though, but it is playing out. That wouldn't have been the entry anyway, guys. The entry was like here. Cheers for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Anybody smashing the like? Let's smash 15 likes if we can. Good to see everyone here for the London session again. You know, 20, 25 people tuning in. Insane. Good stuff, guys. Yeah, for anybody who's wondering who's just joined, buys back above this level. Buys on closes above. Okay? I'd expect you to see all-time highs if you close above here in the next 3 minutes. But like I say, what I'll be waiting for is if we get the closure around here, bottom wick, flip, I'll buy. Looking for this. Something like this. Yeah, this 15-minute entry, like I say, if we catch something today, I'm done for the day. Nice and early weekend. I'm not going to sit around when you've got high impact news. Let's get this entry. 2 minutes, Goldie. Just updating the members quickly, guys. Yeah, I'm liking this. You know, you've got your sweep here, closure. I'd expect it to come into these highs. Like if I get an entry now, let's say I get an entry from around here, I'll be going break even here. But like I say, you got a minute and a half. You tend to see gold sweep liquidity in the last minute or two, which is annoying, but it is what it is. I'm not going to force anything right now. Look at the 5 minute. Yeah, exactly what I said. The last minute. Come on, give us a bottom wick. Close here. Close here, gold. Close here, lad. Close here, bottom wick, and then flip for us. And then we take a win and be done. But you're not going to. I know exactly what you're going to do. Oh, I mean, if you held some longs that from here, you're in a nice little bit of profit there. 40 ticks, running about 100 up, 70 up. I mean, you can get some buys on the flip. You got 20 ticks there. Yo, Dan, how's it going, bro? I mean, you can look for some buys on the flip. 25 tick stop loss to the highs of 20 ticks. I'd expect them highs to get taken. And gold to push into all-time highs anyway. If it is going to flip. I'm personally not going to take it, guys. You know... But is it valid? Yeah, it's valid. You know, you probably squeeze out 30, 40 ticks there if it's going to push. On Top Step X, is there a limit to how much you can make? No, there's no limit, mate. There's no limit on an XFA. Only a limit on the combine. Yeah, there's only a limit on the combine, bro. You'd expect this 30 to push too. So if you are in this as a valid trade, not a bad trade. I'm personally not taking it though. Just because your first management point up here is like 15 ticks to 25 tick stop. But yeah, you probably are going to push that hourly and take them highs. You have just taken some liquidity here too, remember. Lewis thought the XFA was a combine. No. The XFA is the actual funded account. Yeah, the XFA is the actual funded account, mate. Yeah, so your XFA is your funded account and your combine's the challenge. Gold left a lot of liquidity to take up here. I'd expect it to push and take it. Yeah, I'm not interested too. I wanted buys if I had some more room to take buys into, you know, 30, 40 ticks. But look, you'd be buying here when you've taken liquidity with your stop at like 30 ticks now. Probably see gold pop at some point. Look at the 4 hourly too. 4 hourly swept liquidity, pushing. You'd expect 4 hourly highs to be taken. Yeah, it's gonna push now anyway. Possibly that would be the entry anyway, and you can probably go break even at all-time highs on that. Yeah, obviously a limit on the combine like any challenge. You never get any of the money from... Yeah, you don't. They only have just a 50% rule on top step. On top 1, they've got no rule. Yeah, with top 1, there's no rule. You can just pass in one day. Guys, top 1 has no rule on how much you can make. Like, you can pass the challenge and go straight to the funded account in literally an hour. You should see a pop into these highs. Like so. Yeah, sweat that liquidity now. Yeah, beautiful. If you took that, nice work. I personally didn't. I'm probably going to be done for the week personally. I'm up plenty. Good stuff. Community members taking the exact same trade. Yeah, good trade if you took it, guys. Beautiful. You're up about 20 ticks there. You'd be going break even anyway. I personally didn't take it. I'm up 160 ticks this week, but we broke it down. We saw it play out. I have 3k left to make on my 3k top step. Good, Lewis. Good. Good stuff, Lewis, man. Keep it going. I've got like 600k in funding right now across like 3 different prop firms. Yep, took that. Beautiful entry, guys. Yeah, there we go. You see, that's the pop that I'm on about. That was the pop. You know, gold just doesn't do this around all-time highs. It pops because the volume. Because you need to be thinking, anybody going short at this level, one sec. Anybody going short at this level here, let me delete these. So anybody going short here is going to have their stops on these highs, looking for this play down. Look where we're buying. We're buying up here into their stop loss, like this. Look, we're buying and profiting into that stop loss where most people are going short. So look, that's their short position, that's our long position, and we're currently up 40 ticks, running at all-time highs now. You know, you can go break even, can let this trade run. Beautiful stuff, guys. W's. On top 1 instant. On top 1 instant sim, you can cash out when you... Yeah, that's right, DK. You've got 2... Like I say, get it today if you want. If you want the account, get it today. Like I say, it's literally ends today, 50% off. There's not many rules that look at that. Beautiful trade. That's it, guys. That's the trade for today. There's no need now. This is what I'm saying. I'm being hard on you. There's no need to be pushing more positions. What's the point? You've just got 80 ticks there. And that's it, guys. Look at that trade. Beautiful, beautiful entry. Everything that you want to see. We've taken profit where most people are taking a stop loss. And look, liquidity, closure above. This is your strong candle closure. We're entering into that liquidity. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful push higher. And there you go. There's your 90 ticks. Super chuffed, 500 and out. Good stuff. FIFA Fever. Guys, we've smashed the streams this week with wins. I think we've taken like 3 wins on stream this week. 3 wins. Oh. We took an 80-tick win. This win. Two 80-tick wins. And if anybody after taking this win is continuing to look for trades, knowing that there's news at 1 o'clock, that is your problem. That is not anything to do with anybody else. That's your problem. Shut the laptop, do something else. Go for a walk, cook a meal, study, back test, forward test. Just stop looking for trades. Any advice? Had an XFA account and blew it on the first day. That's just risk management, mate. I've got good, like, one thing that I'm very good at, I'm going to be honest with you, is cutting my trades when I know I'm wrong quickly. So, like I say, knowing when I'm wrong quickly, cutting my trades, keeping my risk, like, my risk, if I were taking this, if I were taking this trade, my risk is 20 ticks. I've got 10 trades on a top step before I lose the account. You know, that is all risk management. In a day, 200 ticks at 1 contract. That's some going. I know when I'm wrong quickly. I know when I'm right quickly. I knew this trade was going to be right very quickly. As soon as it started pushing near this liquidity, I knew you were going to get a pop higher. There's no need to do anything with this trade. But yeah, nice work. Look at that for a push. That you're going, like, you can even, if you just want to be nice and conservative, you've just got an easy 20 ticks into all-time highs there, done for the day. Look at that. Across 3 accounts, it's $600, guys. You know? Like I said to the community members yesterday, people go on about all these strategies, and people make things, like they try to create new things in trading, and they try to make it like it's some sort of science project. Like, we're not here, you know, we're not trying to do, it's not rocket science. We're not trying to create something crazy. We're just trading simple and making money. You know, when you see all the actual big hedge fund traders who are actually making true, not any of this SMC order block BS, none of that. You know, when you see how they trade, you'll understand that keeping it simple works. 1570 profit on funded. Nice. Good stuff, man. W's. Good stuff, guys. I'm done for the week. There's no way, guys. We've got red news. There's no chance I'm gonna be trying to force any more trades. We're at all-time highs now. Even if we didn't catch this win, would I be trying to be looking for entries now? No way. No, there's no way I'd be looking for entries now. You've taken your win. Just like I just said, if you start looking for trade now and start taking break-evens and losses, that's nothing to do with anybody else but yourself. There's nothing that I can do to close your laptop. I can't turn off your screen. I can't make you do this and that. All I can do is tell you that taking more trades now is not likely going to work. You've just taken 50 ticks, like, or 80, well, look at that, 90 ticks. Not even worth a gamble, Jord? No, I'm not a gambler, man. I trade with a plan, understand my edge. You know, like I say, I've got the upper hand. I'm gambling, but with an edge. You can lock out on top step. Yeah, you can, man. You can. I was done for the week really on Wednesday, guys. I was done for the week on Wednesday. You know, across my top step accounts, I made 2.6k. On my instant funded accounts, I made 3k. And on my alpha, I've got like 2.7k withdrawals. So work out what my week's been like. Hopefully get a withdrawal on them instant accounts soon. But yeah, 50% off, guys, until tonight. It ends. It literally ends. I'll pin the link. Get your top 1 account. Guys, use JTC, which I've just put in there, for 50% off. It's literally the last day to get 50% off, I think. I'm probably going to cop another account later. Thanks, Joe. You're bloody brilliant. Looking forward to doing it all over again next week. Have a fab weekend. Shelley, good stuff. Congratulations on your win. And like I say, guys, we're not recreating we're not creating science here. We're waiting for a breakout of a range. Literally, range breakout, recent grab, push higher. Look, you're done in 15 minutes. Okay? Take it easy, Joe. You on next week? See you next week. Thanks. Yeah, Dan. See you next week, bro. I'm done. I'm gonna head off in a second, guys. We've been on for an hour, but we've taken a W. Guys, can we smash 20 likes? Can we smash 5 more? Can we smash 5 more, guys? Beautiful stuff today, guys. Beautiful stuff. What a great trade, by the way. Let's put this on. Let's put this in. Yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. I'm gonna head off in a second. Like I say, if you've got any questions, we'll chill and. Thanks, Joe. No worries, Nancy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Like I say, journal the trade. And if I were journaling this trade, all I'd do, if I journal it, liquidity, closure, entry, impulse, long, done. Done for the day. Am I going to be trying to find any entries here? There's zero chance, guys. Professional traders don't do that. At the end of the day, you need to stay professional. Cheers for the lights, guys. Cheers for everyone tuning in as well. We've had today on stream 25 people tune in at some point. There were 25 people here at some point, which is great. It's been a good week. It's been a good week, guys. Insane week. Good stuff, Tom. Tom caught it. Sean caught it. Shelly, Kev. Nice one. Great work, guys. And Ollie. Good stuff, Ollie, man, if you're here. Have a good weekend. Yeah, you too, guys. I'm going to head off. Great stream. Great week. Three wins, I think. I might have been thinking about another trade from last week. But anyway, two wins at least on stream this week, guys. Would you look at New York? Not a chance. Nancy, just close the laptop, go for a walk, back test, look at the other channels in the Discord community. There's a lot of other things to be doing if you've taken a win. Guys, the problem is with people, they'll take a win and they'll just want to look for more. You need to know when to stop in the nicest way possible. I need to be a bit tough on some people. Not that I'm being an arse to you. I'm being honest. Like, if you look for trades now, you're going to be losing in the nicest way possible, right? Guys, if you want to join the Discord community, learn the full strategy, get involved in the Discord community. I've just linked it in the chat. You can sign up with that link and I'll get you involved. See you there. Over the weekend, you'll be able to learn everything ready for Monday. It's a great time to get involved. Like I say, get your top 1 account. I've pinned the link. Use code JTC at checkout. Get your 50% off whilst you can. And yeah, guys, it's been a good week. Discord members, I'll definitely be in the community chatting. We'll jump on a Zoom to wrap up the week in about an hour. We'll wrap up this trade. Okay. Insane, guys. Insane. Beautiful. Good execution too. But yeah, peace out, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your time off. But yeah, I won't be looking at New York. I'll analyze in the group. But I'm probably not going to look at New York. I'm gonna be done, guys. All right. So enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Peace.